Hi everyone and welcome back to the KinsClay channel. So I am in my room at my packing desk today because we've got so many orders to pack. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I did a big crystal dragon drop on Sunday and that went so well. I'll put in a picture of all the dragons that we released and I absolutely love doing those. And I'm so happy with how that drop went. I could not believe it. I think it was probably the most successful drop I've ever done. There was people waiting on the shop for it to come out and then there was so many people on the website too. It might not be a lot compared to what other people get on theirs, but it was crazy for my shop to see that many people, and the orders came through really fast too. I was sat watching it on the website because I was just really excited and I love seeing everybody on there and seeing the orders actually come through in real time. I just loved it. It's 10 past and we've just had a huge order. The big dragon and the scaly rose quartz one and a little hot chocolate dragon. I can't believe this. And most of them went so fast, like within half an hour, which is crazy. And I also sold some other stuff as well, I think from people being on the website for the drop and then buying other things, like somebody's ordered a dragon trinket dish. Actually 2 people have ordered those, which I'm not doing today because I have to make those. And also a pumpkin octopus, which I've actually run out, so I need to make another one of those. So on top of all of this, we've got another 3 orders, but I can't pack those ones today. They're going to be going out tomorrow and they should still get there in time for Christmas. I think that's another reason this drop was really successful, because it's the last one before Christmas. So I think people were excited to get stuff for Christmas presents and stuff. But I just loved sitting and watching everything go on the website. It made me so happy. And we sold out of a drop within less than a day, which blew my mind. I can't believe I can actually say I sold out. So we put the dragons on the shop at 3 p.m. on Sunday, and Monday morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning, by that point they'd all gone, and I couldn't believe that. That is crazy to me. The fact that people love my dragons so much makes me so happy. The whole reason I ever picked up KinsClay for the first time was because I really wanted to make a dragon, and I've still got that original dragon over here, the first one that I ever made. So the fact that dragons are kind of like my thing now is like a full circle kind of thing. It's just really cute. But anyway, today I have a lot of orders to pack from that drop and from other little bits too that I've got to get out before Christmas. So I thought I would bring you with me and would do a little bit of a chill video, because I've been ill these last few weeks and stuff and really busy with other stuff, obviously with the lead up to Christmas. But this is kind of like the last little push before Christmas now, of getting all of those dragons out and getting it on the shop and everything, and all that part's done. So now we've just got to pack, and then I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break. So I thought it'd be really fun to pack these together and just talk. I realized that I've never actually explained how KinsClay started and like how I did that and everything about it. So I thought, like, while I'm packing these, I can just talk at you and it might be fun. I don't know. Like I said, with me being ill and stuff these last few weeks, I just kind of want to do a chill video this week. And I need to get all these out today anyway, so I thought it's probably a perfect time to just do a little chai packing video. So I hope you enjoy that. So yeah, let's look at all these things that we're packing today. I think that this is probably the biggest batch of orders I've ever packed before. There's so many items in here. I can't believe it. This is crazy to look at. It's mainly the crystal dragons from the last drop, but we're sending off 2 of the big ones today, which luckily I've got big enough boxes because they are huge. And then we've got some other little bits like little snakes and worry stones, whales, teeny tiny dragons down there, an octopus family. And then we've also got an octopus bag, 2 sets of earrings and a £5 bag. So yeah, it's kind of a mix of all different things. So this is going to be a very busy packing video. I'm going to put you over here. Hopefully you can see okay and the lighting's not awful up here. But I'm going to start with the smaller little bits first. Most of this stuff's got ordered on my Etsy shop, which I'm going to be closing down, I think, after Christmas. And the first one's this little piggy worry stone. Whoops! The first one is this little piggy worry stone. These were really popular at one point. They were probably my best sellers. I don't even know where to start really. From being little, like my whole life, I've been very creative. Like I would always be drawing or making something when I was little, and I kind of never stopped doing that. And I kind of knew that I never wanted to have a normal job or like a desk job. I have had normal jobs before. Like my first job when I was probably 16 or 17, I worked at McDonald's, which honestly I did kind of like that. When I was in school, I used to play the the Papa's Pizzeria games. I feel like everybody used to play those in school, and it always felt like that, especially when I was like making drinks and stuff. So McDonald's was fun. I did enjoy that, but obviously I knew I wasn't gonna stay there. That was just after COVID, I think, because also I was about to take my GCSEs. I was in year 11 when COVID happened, so I never got to do my GCSEs, which I was very happy about, as you can imagine. But that was kind of a weird year because I was like 16 and I had no idea what I wanted to do, and school just got shut down, and that was that. And obviously I really didn't know what I wanted to do. A lot of people that I knew were going back to sixth form at the same school and stuff like that, but there was nothing that I really wanted to do at that school. So I ended up not going back. That's the first order done. Next is this little mushroom man. I don't really do many of these anymore. They don't get ordered much, but randomly somebody will order them and they are quite cute. So this one's for Tracy. And that's when I had the job at McDonald's, I think, just after everything started to go back to normal from COVID, which is also when I decided that I was going to go to college instead. And I hope this isn't like really boring, but this is the background of the shop, I swear. So this is quite random, but I decided to go to college for hair and media makeup, which is basically makeup for like TV and film and more creative kind of makeup. And I loved it. It was so fun. I did so much like body art and cool stuff. And I was there for 3 years, I think. I did 2 years of college and then 1 year of uni, but that's getting ahead of myself. Each order as well comes with one of these little thank you cards, if I haven't already shown these, and they've got the link to my channel and stuff on there, so these are really cute. And we're down 2 orders. A lot more to go. And I'm putting little Christmas stickers on them. So while I was at uni, I figured out that I was obsessed with doing like body art and really creative art makeup, not the kind of TV and film makeup. I enjoyed that too. I think I did one TV show at one point. And obviously I had to do assignments for normal looking makeup and stuff like that. But I was a lot better at the body art and the really creative stuff and designing. I'll put in some photos of them, but I'll probably have to blur parts of it because I know YouTube probably won't like that. This next order we're going to need a box for. And I did a lot of competitions for my body art. I went to different places around the country. I went to Wales with my tutor for World Skills, which is like all colleges and unis that compete within the UK, and I got silver in that, which was insane. It was such a weird experience, like staying in a hotel, and my brother was my model, which was really good because I wasn't on my own. So me, my tutor and my brother all went down to Wales and we got to stay in a hotel, and then in the morning I did the competition, and it was so scary, but it was also really fun, and I ended up winning silver. So I absolutely loved it, and I would always talk to my tutor and stuff, so it was really fun being at college. And I think at the college there's still like a picture of my work and then like quotes that they had me say or something that's like in a thing on the wall, and I know they kept some of my display pieces too because more than anyone, I was the one that was wanting to do the competitions and stuff. And then I won a gold medal when I went to Grimsby, I think it was, for another body art competition. And that's probably my favourite look I've ever done. And winning that was so insane. I loved it. It was so fun going out there. And then I think I went somewhere else as well where I stayed in a hotel. I don't remember where. For another competition. So I was like really far into makeup and stuff is what I'm trying to get at. I'm so sorry if this is boring and nobody's gonna watch this. I honestly, I don't know how this is gonna come out, but if I'm boring you, I'm so sorry. You can just mute me and watch me pack orders if you want and not have to listen to me tell my whole life story because I will just start rambling. I was always the person that my tutor would like ask if she needed help with anything. Like we did other events. I went to a zoo that's near me and I did makeup for the whole cast of the Halloween like production that was on there. I was there for like 3 days and I did that just with my tutor. And there was loads of other little stuff like that. So that's one reason why I did love college. And like I said, I did that for 2 years. This order, by the way, is a little ducky, a little ghosty, a little turtle, and then an octopus family. I absolutely love the tiny little octopuses. I hope you can see them. They're just so cute and tiny. Look at it. Oh, I love them. Oh, they also got a normal octopus too. But anyway, it was about that same time when I started working at Marks and Spencer's, like organising the clothes and whatever, which was quite fun because most of the time the shop was closed. So I was on my own and I'd just have my headphones in and listen to like podcasts while I was walking around and like lining up a few clothes, so that was quite fun. And I was probably there for a few months, probably like 4 months or something like that. But then I left there, and this is all going on at the same time as me being in college. And then I ended up working at a pub, which I really hated. The people that worked there weren't very nice, I would say. And I didn't stay there for long. I was probably there for like a month. And that was actually the last like normal job that I had. From there, I was a student ambassador for college, which I got paid for, which was really fun. That was probably the best one. But then from there, my college courses ended and I went on to higher education. It was at the same place with the same tutors, the same like subject, obviously, still with the hair and makeup, but it was a uni course and it was a lot more different than I was expecting it to be. Like, for some reason, we had to take a photography course as well, and I didn't really care about photography. I did, but not to the level that they were forcing us to learn it, and we had to do essays on it. We had to do so much homework to do with photography. And we barely ever did makeup anymore. We only ever really did like essays on makeup and the history of makeup and also costumes and stuff. And I didn't really care. That sounds horrible. I did care. I do find that stuff interesting, but not to the point where I wanted to write like 3 essays on the history of costumes and like what people wore in different periods of time, because that's not what I thought I was signing up for. I thought I was signing up for what I was doing the previous years with the makeup. But I guess that's just how uni is a lot of the time, and I just didn't really think about that. And I just started to enjoy it less and less because of all of that. And I wasn't getting to do what I was good at and what I really loved. These are going in here, and then this is the 3rd one all done. So I paid a lot of money to do a 2-year uni course, and after I got through the first year, hang on, I didn't want to deafen you with the tape dispenser. After I got through the first year, I decided that that was all I was going to do, because it was just making me not like doing creative makeup anymore, because I never really had a chance to do it. The next one is for 6 items. They actually ordered 3 whale sharks. So I'm going to give them these 3. They're really pretty. 1 snake, an octopus, which I need to go and grab from downstairs, and a little kitty, which is this one. It's a little brown and white one with a purple collar. I'm going to go and grab that octopus and then I'll be back. Gonna need to pull out a bigger box for this one. But while I was at college is actually when I first started KinsClay. I started it in the very beginning of 2021, so nearly 4 years ago now, which is insane. I just saw a video one day of somebody making a dragon, like I said, and I thought it was so cool. So I went and bought all the clay supplies and I was so excited. And the first thing I made was this little frog, which I think is really scary. And I still have it, I'll go and grab it. So the first ever time I picked up polymer clay, this is what I made. I had a vision for like a frog with like mushrooms and plants growing out of its back, but I just think it's scary. The idea was cute. Maybe I could do this again, but yeah, he kind of freaks me out, but he sits next to my bed. But then after that one, I tried to make a dragon because I was obsessed with watching videos of people making dragons, and this is him, the first ever one. So this is the first ever dragon that I made. This was before I started the shop, when I was just like practicing making stuff, but I still think he's really, really cute. He even looks like he's speckled, but he's not supposed to be. It's just I couldn't get all the like dust out of the clay and it collected loads, so I eventually got better at that. These were also some of the very first ones. There's this little like wintry one. I've got a forest one downstairs, and then this one was one of the first ever ones, which is really cool. It's like a strawberry themed one, and I still think this one's really cute. I might do something similar to this again. But yeah, this one is quite big. But then I started to get a bit more confidence, and I made the ghosts, the octopus, and I think that was it. Those were the first two things that I ever listed on the KinsClay Etsy shop. And my voice is starting to go funny again. My throat's not fully healed from being ill, so ignore that. Definitely need to get some packing peanuts in here, and it's a good job I have 2 massive bags full. Please ignore how messy everything is. It gets like this when I'm packing so many orders. So I'm gonna fill this up with some packing peanuts. And after a few days, the first ever thing that I sold from KinsClay was a little ghosty. And I remember it was the one with the witch's hat that I sent out. And figuring out how to send stuff for some reason was so confusing to me. I had to go to the post office like 5 different times because I got the parcel sizes wrong and stuff. And I sent it in literally like a brown envelope with the address written on it. Like, it had nothing else. I was just so excited because obviously I wasn't expecting this to turn into my job. I was just really excited that somebody wanted to buy something that I'd made and something that I was loving experimenting with. And then I remember that the octopus started to do really well. The octopus were like what kind of started KinsClay getting bigger, I'd say. And it was still probably only a few orders a week, but I was so excited, and I got my mum to help making octopus too. She had a go with them and she loved making them. So to this day, my mum still makes all of the octopus. And then I think in the same year is probably when I made the crystal, not the crystal, the normal dragon trinket dish, which did really well. It still does quite well. I've got a few of those to make this week. But yeah, I wasn't getting a ton of orders because I was still treating it as like a hobby. I started my Instagram and my TikTok, and obviously I was still at college at this point, so I didn't have a lot of time to focus on it. That is another order down. We're nearly through all the smaller items, which is fun. I'm gonna speed through these next few so that we can get to the fun ones, which is obviously the crystal dragons, and I will see you once I've got through these. Okay, I've just finished up all of the like random little orders. You can see them over there. My voice is sounding really weird again, but now we're on to mainly the dragons, which is my favourite stuff to pack. The first one I'm packing is this blue cat eye one for Susie. It's super pretty. I love blue cat's eye. Look at the shine on it. It's just so cool. I've really annoyingly ran out of my pink shredded paper though that I usually keep in this basket, so I'm just gonna have to use packing peanuts for everything now. And fun fact, the name KinsClay comes from a nickname that I've always had for my sister. So sometimes people think my name is like Kim, like K-I-M, or they will call me Kin, But obviously my name's Jessie, and it's like an inside joke that I've had with my sister since I was really little. And I always called her Libbykin because her name's Libby. But that kind of stuck, and then the whole family just started to call my sister Libbykin or Kin. You've probably heard me in the videos that she's in. I just call her Kin out of habit because I've just done that since I was little. And like we call each other our name Kin, and it is weird, but it's like an inside joke we made up when I was really little. And like I said, it just stuck. So it's kind of like a family joke. So it's kind of named after her a little bit, I guess, and like our little thing that we have. Putting the little packing peanuts on his horns just to protect him. So that's why it's called KinsClay, because it's like our names on everything will always include kin, because it's like a personal thing. So I just called it KinsClay in case anybody was wondering why it's got that random name. That's why. It's a very like personal name, even though it comes from a really like funny story from when we were really little, but I just love it. I think it's really cute. And the first ever logo that I had was a dragon, because I was planning on making loads of dragons. But then like the octopus took off and stuff, so I changed it, which thank goodness I did, because it was not good. I'll put in a picture of it, but isn't that weird that like the first logo had a dragon on it, and now like as the new items in the shop I'm usually making dragons, and I love that. I'm so annoyed that I don't have any more pink shredded paper though, but at least we've got enough packing peanuts for the whole world. Thank you, Susie. I'm giving her this cute little dog sticker. Next, we're sending one of my favourite ones of the new ones, this beautiful cherry blossom one, and this one's going to Heather. So once I decided that I was going to leave uni, I ended up working at a salon. Well, working for myself. I was doing mobile makeup, and I had space in a salon to do clients too. So I was kind of a normal makeup artist doing makeup for weddings and prom and stuff like that. Just because I had the qualifications to do it and I didn't really know what else to do. I always knew that I didn't really like that makeup like I liked the creative kind of makeup, but I knew that realistically getting a job in the kind of makeup that I was doing wasn't really gonna happen. Films don't really use practical effects like the kind of stuff that I was doing anymore, and I also met my boyfriend and I didn't want to be traveling all my life doing like movie sets and stuff like that. So I realised I didn't really want to do that anymore, and I was kind of just doing the salon stuff and the normal makeup so that I had some money on top of my KinsClay hobby. And I think just after I left uni, I did my first ever market too, which was really fun. And I realised I absolutely love doing markets and seeing people actually buying my stuff in person. I loved that. And I was doing makeup at one salon for a while and going to people's houses to do it. And then I ended up moving from that salon to one that was closer to me. But I ended up really not liking that new salon and I just wanted to leave. And after doing that market and really enjoying it, I booked more of them. I found out there was a monthly market near me. And especially after having Christmas and having KinsClay and seeing how busy it got around Christmas time, being a small business and making quite a bit of money around Christmas, I just realised that I didn't have to do something as well as this if I didn't want to. I could just focus on this. I also realised that carrying on with that kind of makeup just wouldn't be good for me. How cute is this white little dragon sticker to match her dragon? I love when I can find little matching stickers to the dragons. This is Heather's order all done. And the people that I did makeup for were always really lovely, but the level of nervousness I would get knowing that I had a client coming up to do makeup on, whether it was in the salon or me going to the house, was just crazy. Like, I would dread it, and I don't know why, because I did enjoy it, but at the same time it was just a not nice feeling that I had all the time because I was so nervous about doing it. So I just kind of started to realise that it wasn't really for me. The kind of makeup that I loved and I still love is the body art and stuff, for the art side of it, the actual painting and designing and decorating, which is obviously partly what I do now, which is why I think I was always meant to do this. I was just really scared to stop doing makeup because I'd spent so much time and money on it, like it was 3 years of my life. But I think for a while I knew that deep down it wasn't that I wanted to do. Now we get to pack up the big one. Oh my god, this is going to be hard to get in a box. She got this one and this rose quartz one and one of our tiny little hot chocolate ones. This is a crazy order. Thank you so much to Lauren. This one's for Lauren and this might be the cutest order ever. Let's hope we can get all of this into one of these big boxes. So that is when I kind of decided, like, I'm doing this just for the wrong reasons, and that I wanted to take the step to doing this fully and not just as a hobby. Because obviously for years I'd been thinking my life was going to be being a makeup artist, but finally like accepting that that's not what I wanted was kind of scary. But I was also so excited because I knew that I wanted to do this so bad. I wanted to put everything into KinsClay, which is what leaving uni and stopping doing makeup gave me the chance to do. I had my first ever craft fair in June of 2023 and I had my last makeup client at the end of October 2023. So that's only like a year and a few months ago now, which is crazy. And I'm so glad that I made that decision because look at where we are now. I started going to markets every single month. I started coming up with new products and posting a lot more regularly and just really taking it seriously because now this was my job, which even to this day, I can't believe that I get to do this for a job. It's like, it's what I would have dreamed of when I was little and it's just so fun. I absolutely love it. And I remember like around the Christmas after I did that, so what, last Christmas, it was so busy and all my work had kind of like paid off. And at that point, obviously I was still only on Etsy, but I had so many orders, I was so busy, and I realized that like this was the right choice and that I could make a living off of this. I started making friends with people that I was meeting at the markets, and I still go to those markets, and it's just such a nice thing. I don't feel nervous about working anymore. I love it, and I love getting to design new things and make new things and pack all of these orders for people, and to now have a YouTube channel, which is insane. I wouldn't have believed you if you told me that a few years ago I'd be doing this, or I'd even have the confidence to be doing this. I have no idea how I'm gonna wrap this guy in bubble wrap as well without using up the entire roll, but we'll give it a go. And I think when I started YouTube was another like big point with everything, because I started getting new followers from different places and a lot more people started to find me because of the channel. I also only started my own online store a few months ago as well, which is crazy because now a lot of my customers are in America and I never would have found those customers if I didn't start my online store. So I'm so happy that I did that. I managed it. But obviously I wouldn't be able to do this as a job if it wasn't for everybody that buys from me and that watches these videos and supports me. I'm just so happy that I have all of that and that I was able to make this actually happen, because I could genuinely never ever think of a better job. As much as I loved the kind of makeup that I was doing, like the body art for the competitions and stuff, and I loved that kind of stuff, this is still better. Like, I get to do that kind of art on a tinier scale, obviously, but I absolutely love it. And it was something I never would have imagined unless I just randomly tried it one afternoon because I saw a TikTok of somebody else doing it. So all the people that comment on these videos saying that they're gonna buy some clay and try it out, it's such a good decision because it could end up being the best thing that you've ever done. And it makes me so happy when people tell me that they're starting clay or they're starting making things and crafting, because it's just so much fun. And it was the best thing that I ever did, like career-wise, so I'm so grateful. This big box is going to Lauren. I'm going to give her this really cute little dragon sticker. That's another one done. This is the first order that we're packing today that's going to America. These two cuties are going to Kirsten. Here they are. This is a little green cat's eye one, and I'm surprised this one took quite a while to sell because I think he's adorable. And this is the imperfect Labradorite dragon. And if you've seen the last video, you'll have seen me making this one. And he did break in the oven, which is why he's imperfect, because he has this little crack down the back. But this crystal is so flashy. So let's get packing these two up. And now I feel like I'm in a weird place with the shop again. Not in a bad way, in a good way, if anything. But it's like my main thing now is crystal dragons, and whenever I'm making new things like weekly or monthly, it's always crystal dragons, and they're my favourite thing to make, so I love that. So it's kind of like that's what KinsClay is now, and that makes me really happy. Like, if crystal dragons are my main thing, that is amazing, because it was, like I said, the first ever thing that I tried to make, and they're my favourite thing to make. So I feel like this is another little like turning point, because the dragons are doing so well. Like, I can't believe people in other countries are wanting these crystal dragons. So most of the time I think I'm just going to be making crystal dragons and then doing like themed drops for like Christmas and Valentine's Day and all the different holidays and stuff. That's what it is in my head at the minute. That might change, I don't know, but I will never stop making crystal dragons because I absolutely love them. But what I mean is, like, before now, I was just making loads of different random cute animals and stuff. But I feel like now I have crystal dragons, and that's kind of my thing now, which I'm really, really happy about. Because I think if I could pick one thing for my brand to be known for, it would be these. So if I literally only ever make crystal dragons again, I'd be happy. Well, that's a lie. I love making everything, but I'm happy that these are the main thing. And it's also weird because I'm having to book less markets next year, which this year I've done as many markets as I possibly could. But I was supposed to be at another market today, but last week I cancelled it. And I'm so glad that I did, because all the crystal dragons that I made sold out in less than a day. So I would have just shown up with hardly anything. So now it's like online and doing drops is my priority instead of markets, or at least that's what it's going to have to be next year. I'm still going to do markets, but I think I'm only going to do the bigger ones because it's going to be impossible for me to make enough stock for markets and online, and I don't want to not post things online just so that I have enough for markets. So yeah, I think markets are going to be a little bit, there's going to be less of them that I'm doing next year, because a lot of my customers now are in the US, and obviously I can't get to markets over there yet anyway. So I'm gonna have to definitely figure out what markets I'm doing and what I'm missing next year. I think we've only got 3 more orders now after this one. I'm giving her this sticker to match the Labradorite dragon. We've got about 4 orders left to do. You can see all the other ones over there that I need to still sort and get shipping labels on. But I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a break now because I need a drink and some food. Okay, I'm back and I've just had some parcels delivered. So I've got these really cute little boxes, which is for something I'm planning for the shop, which I think is going to be so cool when I do it. But I think I'm going to wait until Valentine's Day for it. So it's a bit annoying that I have to wait that long because I'm really excited to make them and tell you about them. And then this is also for those two. So these are little peach moonstone chips at the top, and then these bottom ones are white jade, and they're really pretty, and I can't wait to try this idea and see how it looks. But yeah, that's for another time. And we don't have that many dragons left to pack now, so I'm gonna get these done so that we can get to the post office on time. The next order is for Ollie, and he got this amethyst dragon from the last video. It's really pretty. It's a really nice chunk of amethyst. And also a £5 mystery bag. Let's see what's in here. So in the mystery bag, there's this little orange flower keyring and a little baby blue turtle. So this should be able to fit into a smaller box, but let's see. Also, I don't know if many people know this, but I have £5 mystery bags and £10 mystery bags, but then I also have £20 mystery boxes, which those £20 ones could include a crystal dragon, one of the smaller ones. And if you left me a note asking if I've got any crystal dragons in stock that are the £10 ones, I can put one of those in for you. So if you want in a crystal dragon but you don't know which one, or you don't mind which one, we do have the £10 mystery bags, the £20 mystery boxes, which I think are really fun. But nobody's ordered one of those yet, which I'm quite surprised at because people keep ordering the £5 and £10 ones. Let's get a box. So if you guys could let me know what you think I should do, if you think I should do a crystal dragon drop as much as I can, every week or every 2 weeks, and I'll do that because they are definitely the most popular thing. And at the minute, it seems like every time I post them, they all sell, or at least the majority of them sell. So I feel like maybe that's a sign that that's what I should be focusing on, and I should just be making as many crystal dragons as I can, and then doing drops for the holidays and stuff of different items. But let me know if you think that I should just keep making as many dragons as I can. I don't actually know how I'm gonna get these in this box now because of the £5 mystery bag, because it's a weird shape, so it takes up a lot of the room. Maybe I can make it smaller. Oh, that's better. It's a tiny little bag, and then that fits perfectly, and then the dragon can go in front of it. This is when I wish I had some pink shredded paper though, when I don't need packing peanuts, but I could use a little bit more padding, so I'm just gonna have to use even more bubble wrap for that, and I'll order some pink paper tonight. I don't think I have any purple dragon stickers, so I'm just gonna put in this little spaceship one, not spaceship, UFO. And the little thank you cards going in there, and that's another one all done. Next is this little one. This is the last order that we're packing, and I still have one big dragon to pack after this, but this isn't for an order, it's for a custom from my boyfriend's dad. But this is Alexandra's order that we're packing now. She got one of our cake earrings, which are super cute. Both of the gingerbread dragons, the Amazonite dragon and the tree agate dragon. And this is one of my favourite orders from today. It's so beautiful, and Alexandra has a lot of our dragons now, so thank you so much if you're watching. I'm gonna get out another big box for this one. One thing that I would really love to invest in is custom packing tape, because this brown one's just so boring, and I'd love it to have the KinsClay logo all the way down, but it's surprisingly expensive for one roll. I get through these rolls quite quickly, and to pay £15 for one of them just is a little bit much. but maybe it's something I'll have the money to do in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna bubble wrap these a lot because all of these are going to America, so we need to make sure they get there safe. Look at all of these orders. I can't believe it. This is so many. Thank you so much. This took so long to pack all of these, but I've still got time to get them to the post office, but now I've got to get all the shipping labels printed and everything like that, so that's going to take a while, but I can't believe this. This is crazy. Thank you so much. Can you see all of that? Can't believe how many orders we've just packed. I've still got to get the labels printed out and everything and get them took to the post office before it closes, but I'm so glad that we got through all of these, and I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was kind of me just like talking at you, but I've enjoyed just talking at you, so I hope you enjoyed listening, and if it was ridiculously boring, I'm also sorry. But thank you so much for all the support. Like I've said, I wouldn't be able to do this without my customers and without people watching the videos, because that really helped me get the success that we've been seeing recently and get this amount of orders. It's crazy to look at and I still can't believe it. I'm so grateful. But I'm gonna leave this video here. This will be the last video to come out before Christmas too, so I hope everybody has an amazing Christmas. I'm sorry that these last few weeks and the videos haven't been really Christmassy. I had a really Christmassy beginning of the month and then I haven't had any markets and stuff since, so I've just been like packing orders and doing normal drops and stuff, but hopefully next year we'll have some Christmassy stuff going on. But yeah, I'm gonna go and sort all these out so that they definitely get sent off in time today. So thank you so much for watching, thank you for always being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!